Have you ever had one of those nights where you fall asleep easily, but then you get woken up in the middle of the night and you can't go back to sleep for hours? That is what happened to me last night. So this morning, I was reluctantly getting out of bed, but then I remembered that I am clearance plant shopping today. And that was like, okay, time to go get dressed because I want to be there early. Hi, you guys. This is Nicole from My Carolina Garden. My garden is located in Zone 8B in southeastern North Carolina. One of my most favorite things is clearance shopping for plants or whatever. I like garden sharing. I like dividing up my perennials. I like expanding my garden in a budget-friendly way. So as I said, one of my favorite nurseries is having a massive sale today. So it's not just like the little clearance rack and I hope I find something good. They supposedly are having shrubs, evergreens, and perennials all 50% off. So I'm hoping the selection is large. It's a 2-day deal and today's day one of it. So my son has offered to bring me in his pickup truck so that I have all the room in the bed of the truck to fill it up if I choose. So let's see what happens by the end. So the sale started like 5 minutes ago and it's already parked up. So all right, we got some competition. So my son and I are off to go buy lots of stuff.
Lots of stuff. That's why they give you the all-terrain cart.
We made it to the top of the hill. Rough terrain. But now let's see what we can find.
Better hurry.
I mean, it's called Party Girl. Come on.
Ooh.
Oh look, I picked one that has no flowers whatsoever. I gotta dig in here, I think. That's the lesson. Oh, it like grew into the ground. That's probably why it looks so good. Ready?
Yep.
Holy! Oh man!
Ooh. Oh wow.
Oh, look at that huge bee up there too.
I didn't see it or get it, I don't think. Is it still there?
Yeah, I thought so.
You found the Mexican sage. That's what I was looking for.
See? Is that a bee?
And we got a bee with it too.
Oh yeah. He like does not want to let go.
We are looking for some shrubbery.
We're looking for some shrubs.
No, it's rough with the cart back here.
Well, I had been looking for yellow evergreens. Let's see.
The fluffies, they're going to be selling after or before? After. Okay. They are, yeah. I'm pretty sure I put my meters on, but I've been trying to figure out so.
I have absolutely no idea.
Yeah. That's a good
So I don't know how
deal
big it'll
for
get or what.
I was thinking about getting one of these too.
Whatever this may be, but it looks good.
It looks really cool. What a gorgeous day today. What is this guy?
Anna's magic ball. Ooh.
What's wrong with that one?
Nothing. There's just a big fat worm right there. That's one I was picking. And this is one I was picking, I was thinking. I just want to look and make sure there's not like a lot of dead stuff happening down here because that could be tricky.
Actually surprised all those fit.
Well, we ain't done.
We're gonna have to make a couple trips, aren't we?
Yes, possibly. Possibly. So we're going to be shopping in waves because there are so many things here we can't fit them on our cart, and plus we're not exactly sure what everything is right now, so we're going to start with buying our first cart full and then come back for more. And I'm thinking evergreens are the way to go because they're more bang for our buck than the perennials, because that 50% off, these evergreens are like great, right?
It's great.
So we're getting new textures and different colors and things like that. Well, I thought I might want this guy, but after seeing the number of fire ants inside of him, ugh, no thank you. Wow, looking pretty good over there with those evergreens, huh? That's right, that's right.
I like it. Got some trees here. Make like a tree and get out of here. I don't think I've said that on camera yet.
Well, we started our journey and it was probably 50 degrees this morning. It's only about an hour and a half later and it's like 70 degrees, but with all the muscle traveling through there, we're hot. So I'm gonna unpack the truck with my son and show you all the goodies that I got today. So the only trouble with going to massive sales like this is everything is not marked. So I don't just mean the prices, you may not even know what you're purchasing because we couldn't find a lot of tags on a lot of items. So let's start with some of the things that I do know. First of all, this is my oak leaf holly. I picked this one for evergreen interest for the iridescent leaves that this particular holly has. It is going to get to be about 14 feet tall, 8 to 10 feet wide, and it does like sun, and we know that I need sun-loving things. So this guy is probably going to go on the outside of the fence line in my Island of Misfit Toys, and it obviously is going to be a tall item that's going to take up a lot of room, which is great because I do have a lot of space out there. So oak leaf holly, that was number one. Two of these guys. These are big, beautiful specimens. So these are both Blue Pacific juniper. Two Blue Pacific junipers. So these guys are going to be 6 to 7 feet wide, but the nice thing about them is they are low growers. So we're gonna have the evergreen interest, but these get to be in the front of a flower bed or one of the gardens. Now, maybe they might go in the Island of Misfit Toys also if I could get them heading down toward the drainage swale. That would be an ideal situation for us because we don't want to keep mowing into the swale. I have to look into them though and just see how much they like to have wet feet, and then we go from there. Okay, so those are some of the things I know. Let's look at some of the other things I know. These I actually find to be a little bit funny because I had been looking for small, just compact, round, yellow evergreens for a project, and I didn't want to spend full price. I am so glad I didn't because that was only like 2 weeks ago, and I would have been very upset if I now could get them at 50% off. So I only purchased 2 of them because I did do something else for the project instead. But again, evergreen interest and the small varieties, I like that. So this is the Anna's Magic Ball, 2 to 3 feet tall. Oh, and they're actually 3 to 4 feet wide. Okay, that's wider than I thought. So this will get definitely taller, but it's not going to be ginormous. So it should be like a pretty nice shaped ball. So not for the front of a flower bed, more like a middle piece. But anyway, so I have 2 of these. And then the only thing I got with color today, besides yellow evergreen foliage, is the Mexican bush sage, which is a kind of salvia. So I got this because it is an autumn bloomer, which is very nice to have even more color in this time of year. The perennials were 50% off, so this guy was somewhere around $6, which was very nice. But what was happening was I was ready to go for all these perennials at first, but I really need solid pieces of evergreens in my garden because I can always get perennials. So it was more important for me to take advantage of 50% off of more expensive things than it was on these. But I still got this. I like the height on it. I like the purple blooms on it. So that's that. Now I have two things that I'm not really sure what they are. Let me show you those. This is when things get to be potentially scary because you're not sure if you bought something that's going to get huge. So first I have this yellow baby right here. So this could potentially be golden hinoki false cypress. If it's that, it will get to be 8 to 10 feet tall. That is not scary at all. 3 to 4 feet wide. I actually hope it is that. So that's one option. Yellow hinoki cypress, 8 feet tall, 6 feet wide. Both of those are great options. When I was using my plant app, it did come up with a couple of other possibilities of things that could potentially get huge. I don't know what to say about that. I just hope that's not the case. So that's this. This is a similar situation because again, I used my plant app to figure out what it was, and it did give some potentially scary options. However, one thing that it could be is a dwarf variety of the Japanese red cedar. The Sugi, I don't know, S-U-G-I, I don't know how to pronounce it. If it is the dwarf variety, 3 to 6 feet high, 4 to 8 feet wide. That is something I can definitely manage. If it turned out to not be a dwarf variety, now we're talking about 60 feet or so high, and that would be insane. So hopefully it's dwarf. This one, someone that worked there actually said she believed it was the dwarf variety. So that's what I went with here. And this was it was pretty inexpensive. I don't even remember what it was. It was less than $20. So I'm thinking, could it be a humongous tree for an inexpensive amount of money? Maybe it was $12 or $15. I don't know. So these are my two question marks. If anybody has any good information about them, please let me know because I am going to be planting things and it would be really helpful to know if this was like 8 feet tall or 60. Oh my gosh. Trying to find a spot that's a little less sunny, but I can see it's peeking over the top of the fence anyway. Thank you for watching my plant haul. It was a little bit adventure-y, something different having my son with me. That part of it was really joyful. And of course, this is a great time of year to buy clearance plants if you can. I don't know what else I may buy next because we're always gardening on a budget. That is for sure. I don't know if I need to be done or what. So we're going to see what happens next. That's all I can say. Thank you again for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if this is the kind of video content that you like. And until next time, happy planting.